Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throw the dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throw the dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throw the dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throw the dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throw the dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throw the dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throw the dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throw the dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throw the dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down.
Tackles, 8 tackles for loss, and 6 sacks. Well from their defensive line. So this will most definitely be a difficult matchup for what is a younger team on the edges of this Wildcat offensive line, and a matchup that we'll need to monitor all night long, quite honestly. We'll have to watch those defensive ends for Glasgow because they're going to try to wreak havoc against the longer developing plays of this rushing attack at times for Franklin Simpson. Now, let's move on from the Scotties and get to your Franklin Simpson Wildcats. But before I do all that, we're going to take ourselves one more break, and we'll be right back to discuss what it's going to take for your Wildcat football team to come out on top and be winners right here tonight. One more home game, a surprising end to this regular season for your Franklin Simpson seniors. So, if you haven't made it out yet, throw your coat on. Get out here to Shade Tree at Franklin Simpson High School and watch these Wildcats put on a show just for you one more time. Live on 92.3 WFKN.
When the Wildcats hit the field, the best seat in the house isn't the stadium. Rack House Restaurant and Bar is your official Franklin Simpson Watch Party headquarters. Every game, all season long. Bring your crew and grab your favorites from our made-from-scratch menu and catch every touchdown, basket, home run on multiple screens. Rack House Restaurant and Bar in Franklin, Kentucky, where Wildcat Nation gathers. See you at the game, right here.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust it.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
Accidents happen in a split second, but the repair doesn't have to be a headache. At Eaton Collision in Franklin, we bring your car back to life with expert repairs and a flawless finish. We'll work directly with your insurance company to make the process quick, easy, and hassle-free for you. From dents to major damage, trust Eaton Collision to get you back on the road fast.
In Franklin, we keep things moving. From the work trucks to the family vans, we all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
For our Wildcats to come away with a win. We were moving away from the Scotties on our previous segment, and we're getting to your Franklin Simpson Wildcats now, the ones you really want to hear about. With the injured Blake McPherson out for the season, we have seen senior Jarian Williams and junior Aiden Jones step up with the increased workloads carrying the football. Both of those young men are up over 400 yards rushing now on the season at this point, and they both got 7 touchdowns apiece. Junior Xavier Hampton now over 900 rushing yards on the year with 9 touchdowns, and he's averaging an even 100 yards per game on the dot. And our senior, Caden Bennett, has definitely cemented himself as the defensive leader out there on the field. He's got 73 total tackles thus far and 7 tackles for loss. Last week's Pelican Snowballer player of the game, Kason Himshoot, is second on the team with 53 tackles. And don't count out my buddy Jackson Gass, all gas, no brakes. My man is out there, and I know he's excited to be back, and he's just going hunting right now. So our linebacking core is looking good, feeling pretty healthy right now as we're getting set to head into postseason play next week. But we'll get into that later. Now, with this being seemingly a tall task for our Wildcats facing the undefeated 3A Scotties, our 3 keys to the game have to start with being, number 1, playing disciplined football. We've got to limit the penalties and the mistakes. And when I say limit the penalties, we've got to limit the penalties. I mean, we cannot have the random offsides where it's, more than 1-2 per drive. Those are drive killers. They're momentum killers. And whenever I say the mistakes, that means no busted coverages on the back end, no open gaps up the middle of the field from our linebacker core. Now we're good and healthy right now, so I want to see those linebackers really step up and play like they did last week against that Patriot offense, where they're just going hunting, looking for pads, to find somebody. With 3 different We've got it, pardon me. Sorry, lost my notes. But anyways, no open gaps up the middle against a team that has 3 different players in the Glasgow Scotties who can break one open quickly. Now, number 2, offensive line needs to be better than they were last week. We gave up some open rushes into the backfield that blew up some plays for us, and that can't happen tonight if we're going to come away with a win. It absolutely can't happen. This Glasgow Scotty team will capitalize on those mistakes. So we've got to play. That offensive line has got to be moving together as one unit tonight. Now, lastly, number 3, Brady Delk is going to have to probably throw, in my opinion, at least 2 touchdown passes. I think it's got to be more than 1. We've got to break it up in our offense a little bit if we're going to pull one off against a very good undefeated team. I have a feeling Brady is going to have to be the one to have to kind of, in a sense, win this football game for us if we're going to be up to the task of dethroning this undefeated Scotty team. Now, neither of these teams want to lose here on a very cool, we'll say, even though it's just flat out cold, autumn Thursday night, where our Wildcats get one more home game for our seniors, and the Scotties are just simply playing for pride. Because end of the year records, it's going to matter for the Scotties to them if they're undefeated, but if they lose this one here tonight, it's going to hurt. They're going to, and they go on to win a state championship for 3A football. Oh my goodness, that would be such just a killer in the back of their mind. Yeah, they're going to still walk away saying they're champs, but this would be the one that got away, and I guarantee you 20 years from now, they would be talking about this one particular game, even though they won the state championship or something along those lines. It would be huge for them to be dethroned. Now, I got the text on Monday evening saying that the game was being moved here to Franklin for reasons that I'm not really sure about. I think that it was due to them having a natural grass field. Quite frankly, I don't mind whatever those reasons are, because all that meant for me was that I got to drive 2 minutes from the house versus driving all the way to Glasgow. Now, the Scotties have only played 3 true road games this season while having 1 neutral site matchup and 5 home games. So this will be a 4th road game, and they will host a home playoff game next week against Webster County, where they will look to continue their magical run this season. Why I certainly hope that we can play spoiler to a perfect season for them, and I don't pretend to know if this was expected or unexpected for them, but to get to this point and just be still undefeated is a tremendous feat for this football team. I'm going to take a quick break. You're listening to 92.3 WFKN.
Ready to see the world without the stress of planning? At Picture This Travel, we specialize in creating unforgettable travel experiences, tailored just for you. And now we're excited to launch Franklin Simpson Alumni Travel. Imagine exploring incredible destinations across the globe, side by side with fellow FSHS graduates. Travel together, make new memories, and celebrate the Wildcat spirit worldwide. For more information, follow me, Julie Walters with Picture This Travel on Facebook.
My favorite thing about working here is getting to serve the community and help people with their electric and their fiber internet.
We're local, so we live and work right here in Franklin, so taking care of our neighbors isn't just business, it's personal. Fiber means faster, more reliable internet for work, school, and entertainment without lag or buffering.
It's more than power and fiber, it's about peace of mind.
We're not just an electric company, we're neighbors.
So as far as preventative maintenance, to keep outages at a minimum, one thing that we do is pole inspections. So we'll drive across the system, we'll dig out around the bottoms of the pole, see if there's anything rotten, we'll check the pole's integrity in general. So as you can see now, we're changing out some wire on some poles that we have recently changed out. As they age, they start to crack or rot at the bottom, so we try to stay ahead of those types of outages. Probably the neatest part of working here. So working in the community that I live in and grew up in, there's a lot of satisfaction that comes from that. You know, if there is an outage, there's a good chance that you're restoring power, maybe to a family member, a friend, your preacher, something like that. So just being able to help and serve the people that you know, that's a good feeling.
Welcome back in, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN, your home for Franklin Simpson High School's Wildcat football. We've got sort of a special edition of Wildcat football here tonight on a Thursday night. I know we're used to seeing the Friday night lights of that is high school football pretty much everywhere in the nation. But tonight we've got a special Thursday night edition just for everybody to be out trick-or-treating and enjoying their families on tomorrow's Halloween holiday. So that way, you know, you get to enjoy your time. You know, we want to let these kids be kids and do what they can with the time that they have left while they're kids. So, anyways, we've got about 6.5 minutes left here on the scoreboard before we get started. And before I had to quickly cut away for the break due to our national anthem, I was going into tonight's game and talking about how Franklin Simpson can pull one out. I went over our 3 keys to the game, and number 1 was playing disciplined football. We got to limit the penalties. We got to limit the mistakes. Number 2, the offensive line has got to really hold together against what is a good Glasgow defense. Obviously, they've held everybody to just very few points all season long. I mean, I'm not going to do the math right now, but it's probably less than 40 total points scored all season long. I mean, if we go back and look, we've got 0, 3, 8, 17, 29, 35, 42 points is all they've given up all season long. I mean, that's incredible for a defense to give up 42 points for an entire season to the last game of the regular season. That is wild. I mean, so we've got our work cut out for us here tonight. This is a very talented, very good Glasgow football team. I mean, none of their stats necessarily jump out to me in a incredible way beyond the quarterback, who's only got 2 interceptions to 18 touchdowns. Your team captains are walking out towards the field right now. It just makes me so excited and happy to see Blake McPherson, the senior, the injured senior with the broken collarbone, still coming out here to be a team captain. That just shows the respect that his teammates and his coaches and everyone around the program has for him. But I certainly hope that we can play spoiler to a perfect season for the Scotties here tonight. I will openly admit that this has to be a special feeling for a Glasgow team like this. This type of a run, still undefeated, is a tremendous feat for their football team. And with all of those superlatives being said, with how much I've blown smoke about them and pontificated, there's a word for today, pontificated about the Glasgow Scotties and said about my admiration for them, I also feel quite strongly whenever I say my next statement. And that, quite frankly, is Wildcats by 50. Let's go, boys. Let's get it. Let's go get some points up on this board. I hope we shut them out and score 50, Brian Davis. Let's go, brother. I want to see it tonight. I want to see us knock off this perfect Glasgow Scotty record. I mean, this is a huge opportunity for your Wildcat football team. But you know what? We're going to see what these boys have got here on a Thursday night, special Thursday night. And this is going to be a battle of the blues also as well. Your Wildcats are going to be in full blue uniforms. They are going to roll with the blue pants, the blue tops, the blue helmets. 92.3 WFKN.
In Franklin, we keep things moving. From the work trucks to the family vans, we all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
Going on around here. That's right. You're hearing us playing football on a Thursday night as the Glasgow Scotties are taking the field. They're got their flags and they're running out here. As I mentioned before, the Glasgow Scotties are in a all-white uniform with blue lids, and our Franklin Simpson Wildcats are in all blue uniforms with a blue lid. And I tell you what, man, I'm just so excited to be at home for one more game. Didn't have to go to Glasgow tonight. This is going to be a good one. We've got no time left on the clock, and I'm not exactly sure. I don't know who won the toss. I didn't see it, but either way, told Glasgow won the toss and they want to receive. So I'll tell you what, I love receiving in the second half. I love being able to do that. And that's almost like getting a 2-for-1 if you ask me. And you know what? Our cheerleaders looks like they're having some fun out there. And our student section, they're coming up with some Halloween costumes. I see one that looks like an inmate out there. They got some blow-up costumes. I see a chicken and a duck. They're having a good time out here. I mean, it has turned cold, y'all. It is currently, let's see. Zane, if you're listening, buddy, I'm just going to do a top of the hour. It is past 7 o'clock. You're listening to Franklin Simpson High School's Wildcat Football on 92.3 WFKN, and it is 49 degrees as the opening kickoff goes. And McAllister's kick, and it's bobbled at the 10-yard line, and he's looking for room. He's going to cut it back, and he's going to look for the sideline, and he's got a little bit of room. He's going to cut it across 25 to the 30, all the way across the 35, just shy of the 40-yard line there. Good return. And that was number 1, Jalen Bradley, the junior who we discussed. Is super athletic junior, leads their team in interceptions with 5 on the season. And here comes Glasgow's offense taking the field for the first time. They're going to have 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. Franklin Simpson has run a 3-4 defensive set most of the time this season, and it looks like they are going to have 4 down linemen up front. A little bit of a trickery. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 running back set up to the left in the shotgun, and it's going to be a designed quarterback run, and he's going to be looking for room, and he's going to cut it upfield. He got the edge, and he's going to get a gain of about 3 or 4 yards there on the carry, wide left, looking for a lot of running room. As we said, their quarterback, Hudson Gum, does lead the team in rushes, but not rushing yards. A very talented senior. 18 touchdowns to just 2 interceptions on the year. Going to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Scotties. They run a very awkward opening set. They have 5 people in the backfield, and it's a Wildcat, the direct snap, and he's going to be brought down to the backfield there. Tackle for loss by Zay Hampton, and he is fired up. Going to be a loss of 3 on the play. Going to make it 3rd and 10. Zay Hampton was right there, blew that one up. Fantastic job by the Wildcat defense so far on this opening drive against the Scotties. I hope they're fired up. It's cold. Trips right. 1 goes in motion. There's the handoff. Play action fake, and we've got he had a wide open receiver there, was number 14, Jarek Martin, the senior. Martin was wide open. He's got 9, Martin is their leading receiver with 26 receptions on the year, just shy of 500 yards and 10 touchdowns. And that ball was just a smidge behind him. He tried to catch it off of his hip about 30 yards downfield and was unable to hold on to it. The play action there worked magnificently. Now, here they are on to punt. And, not a great punt. And they're going to take a nice Glasgow roll all the way down deep into Wildcat territory, and it's going to get all the way down to the 14-yard line. Wow, he kicked it about 20 yards, and it rolled another 20. But that was the right choice there. It kind of mimicked a squib kick, if you would, the way it was low and very wobbly. But anyways, if it works, it works. 10-10 on the scoreboard here in the first quarter. And Wildcats defense held up there and forced the Glasgow offense into a 3-and-out to start this one. Now it's time to put this Glasgow Scotty defense into submission as soon as possible. I'm sure that they are going to get tired of this rushing attack. As usual, Brady Delk under center. Aiden Jones in the backfield. False start. We talked about this being one of the things that we needed to watch out for here in the early going. We've got to limit the mistakes, and there's a false start to make the very first snap of the game. 1st and 15. But hopefully that's just going to make it get rid of those early jitters in this one. Both teams want this one. Don't get me wrong. Just because it quite frankly doesn't matter for playoff seeding doesn't mean that these teams don't want to get out here and win. I mean, the Scotties want to finish off their unbelievable undefeated season, and the Wildcats would like nothing more. Oh, and Brady Delk, he's trying to break one to the edge, and he gets away from a would-be tackler, and he's got it all the way up across the 20-yard line. A gain of about 10, 11 there on the play. They're going to call him out at the 21. It's a gain of about 12, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 3. So great job there by Brady to run away from the would-be Scotty tackler. Showing off some speed. That's our shortstop out there showing off the wheels. A little bit of discussion at the line of scrimmage. Brady still checking the armband. Now he's going to get people situated. Still more discussion. All right, now he's under center. Nope. Timeout. Having some trouble lining up there at the line of scrimmage. Don't really know what is going on there with that one, but we're going to take ourselves a quick timeout. A little 30-second break, if you would, for me. We'll be right back on 92.3 WFKN.
Ready to see the world without the stress of planning? At Picture This Travel, we specialize in creating unforgettable travel experiences, tailored just for you. And now we're excited to launch Franklin Simpson Alumni Travel. Imagine exploring incredible destinations across the globe, side by side with fellow FSHS graduates. Travel together, make new memories, and celebrate the Wildcat spirit worldwide. For more information, follow me, Julie Walters, with Picture This Travel on Facebook.
Welcome back in, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN's live coverage of Franklin Simpson High School's Wildcat football with 10:02 on the clock. If you're just joining us, the Wildcat defense forced the opening drive of the Glasgow Scotties into a 3-and-out. And we started our drive at our own 14 after a 5-yard penalty and a 12-yard run by quarterback Brady Delk. We're looking at 2nd and 3 with 10:02 left on the clock after a timeout. Now here's the handoff to Jarian Williams up the middle, and he's going to spin off a couple of tacklers, fighting for yards, gets the first down. A very good run there by Jarian. Gain of about 6 there on the run. Going to be marked at the Wildcat 27, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Really liked the way that our defense was attacking the backfield in that opening drive. Delk under center now, 2 down running backs. Here's the handoff. Nope. Fakes it and hands it off to Zay Hampton. Hampton's going to go across the 30. About the 31, he's going to be brought down by number 1, Jalen Bradley. Called his name already once earlier in the broadcast. For what I was hoping would be a cool October night has turned into a cold October night. As Delk walks up under center. Williams goes in motion. The handoff is to Jones up the middle, and he's going to barrel ahead just shy of the first down marker, it looks like. But he's right at it, and they are going to move the chains. A first down run there by Aiden Jones. Now, see, that kind of thing, it begins with your offensive line in order to create that gap, and you got to give credit to senior number 50, Jackson Crafton, and Jacob Spears to be able to create those gaps from the center and guard positions. Donovan Dudley, the big man out there playing left tackle. Oh, flea flicker going deep. There it is. He's got it. He's open. Zay Hampton, a bomb to the 10, to the 5. He is run down and out of bounds at the 2. My goodness, what a beautiful pitch and throw from Brady Delk. All the way downfield to Zay Hampton. Zay had on the jets to run underneath that thing. That might have been the prettiest pass we've seen all season long. And it didn't even go for a touchdown. And, I mean, that was just beautiful right there. What a thing of beauty. Delk had to really uncork one there. From the 2, as they do, rushing to the line of scrimmage. Here's the handoff. Williams off the left tackle, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown, Wildcats. The senior, Jarian Williams, makes it a 6-0 ball game. Tell you what, Scotties, I hope you got them laced up tight. You're in for a dogfight tonight, boys. Or maybe I should say cat fight. Here comes McAllister running onto the field a little bit late there. Maybe he was still tying up his shoes. I don't know. But he's on for the point after. Delk to hold. Good snap. The hold was very low, and he gets up and in. Wow. I think he kicked that one maybe sideways off the ground, just ran his foot through it. But it's a 7-0 ball game. We're going to take another 30-second break, and we'll be right back with your Wildcats on top. 92.3 WFKN.
Ready to see the world without the
So as far as preventative maintenance, to keep outages at a minimum, one thing that we do is pole inspections. So we'll drive across the system, we'll dig out around the bottoms of the pole, see if there's anything rotten, we'll check the pole's integrity in general. So as you can see now, we're changing out some wire on some poles that we have recently changed out. As they age, they start to crack or rot at the bottom, so we try to stay ahead of those types of outages. Probably the neatest part of working here. So working in the community that I live in and grew up in, there's a lot of satisfaction that comes from that.
Wildcats on top of it. He is brought down there by number 3, Skylar Rickman, bringing down the runner out of the backfield for the Scotties right around the 20. Rickman was not fooled by that handoff. You're going to call him down at the 23-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Scotties. You couldn't hope for a better start to this one if you're going to knock off this very good undefeated Scotties team. I mean, you couldn't hope for better conditions, quite honestly, either. Got 4 wide receivers out of the shotgun right now, running the pistol, actually. He's going to fake the handoff, and he's going to run it. There goes Gum. He's got plenty of room, and he's going to gain of about 8, 9, 10 yards, looks like. Yeah, he's right around the first down marker on the far side of the field from us. Gain of 10 on the run. So basically they run the spread offense right there. I mean, those wide receivers are spread out from one side of the field completely to the other. Looks like they're going to do it again. Spread offense, shotgun. Wildcats nearly jumped. Now they're going to call an audible. Hudson Gum, couple design QB runs. Wide receiver goes in motion. Handoff up the middle. He's got a lot of room, and he's going to get a gain of, he spun off of a tackler right there and continued to stay on his feet. I thought he went down after a gain of about 9, but he bounced off of that would-be Wildcat tackler and got a gain of about another 2 or 3 yards on that one for another first down for the Scotties. So the Scotties offense completely awake at this point. Got a shot of adrenaline there after that early 3 and out. Going to be trips right this time for the Scotties. 1 right wide receiver to the left, 1 running back in the backfield. 4 down lineman for the Wildcats. Low snap, and he's going to go on and pitch it out wide, and he's got some running room, does the running back for the Scotties, and he's going to have another first down, a gain of about 13 on that one. So 3 plays, 3 straight first downs for the Scotties to get this one going for them. Looking every bit the part this time. Now, it looked like that went to number 3, Trace Smith. Smith with only 1 rush attempt on the year. Now, pardon me, that was number 9, Cameron Buell. I got a better look at his jersey number that time. Cameron Buell is their leading rusher with 495 yards on the season. And here goes Gum yet again, and he's going to barrel over a would-be Wildcat tackler. Lowered the shoulder there, right into our quarterback, who also plays both ways after a gain of 8. 2nd and 2 now after the run by Gum. So they'll feel as if the Scotties are trying to set up the deep pass here. Nearly jumped again, did the Wildcats, but able to hold back. Here's the snap. And he is covered up, swarmed in the backfield. Number 83, Jamarius Franklin, who had a phenomenal game last week against the Patriots as well. Excellent young man. I'm glad I got to talk to him in the postgame. 4.5 to go here in the first quarter. Going to make this one a 3rd and 4 now from the Wildcat 36-yard line. 5 wide. I would imagine this another design run for Gum. Completely spread out. Yep, he's running with it. And he's brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Going to be 4th and 4. Wildcats saw it coming just like I did from a mile away. And they are going to hustle up. And they're going to go for it here in 4-down territory. Would be a massive stop for the Wildcats. 4 wide receivers. They nearly jump again. Oh, my goodness. How many times have we nearly jumped so far in this drive? I think that's the 4th time. Here's the snap. Looking left, throwing left. He's got a man deep, and it is broken up. Fantastic play there. Wow. Your Wildcats have flat out come to play there. My word. Broken up by the senior, Jarian Williams, who just scored a touchdown on the other end. Stand up Wildcat D, and they're going to take over on downs from their own 36-yard line now with a 7-0 lead with 3.5 to go in the first. I said that the Glasgow Scotties had not faced a team of our caliber, quite honestly. Now, I don't know how this thing's going to end up. It could end up in either direction. It's just 7-0. But I'm saying, we are a difficult team to prepare for. Oh, man. Had a nice wide toss out left to Williams, and they whistled the play dead. Offsides on the Scotties there, so that's going to be a nice little 5-yard gain for us with the offsides call. Going to still be 1st down. 1st and 5 for the Wildcat offense. Delk getting the play. Here comes Bennett running on. Checking the armband. Just say thank you to our fan base that's here, sitting on these cold bleachers right now. Delk goes under center. Here's the handoff to Zay Hampton off right guard, and he's got a lot of room across the 50 to the 45, 40. Going to be wrestled out of bounds down at the 35, and that's going to be a face mask penalty or a unnecessary roughness out of bounds after that. Going to add additional 15 yards. I believe he's showing face mask. Horse collar, apparently. He went head first down there, it looked like. So going to be additional amount of yards on the penalty. A great run there by Zay Hampton. Oh, no. What was the penalty on us? And a holding penalty is going to bring it back. So they're going to offset, and we're going to have a do-over on 1st and 5. Still, phenomenal run, Zay. I hope that gets you going, young man. Leads this team with over 900 rushing yards on the season. 9 touchdowns. These boys got me fired up a little bit. Feeling a little warmer up here in the booth now. Delk under center. Goes in motion, does Williams, and there's another penalty. Give us another 5 yards and a first down for the Wildcats. As the DN for the Scotties jumped across the line of scrimmage right there. That was number 7, Jathan Franklin, sophomore linebacker for the Scotties on the penalty. Under 3 minutes to play here in the first now. Jones and Williams in the backfield. Hand off to Williams, and he's going to slip and fall down. He slipped there. Going to be a loss of 4 on the play. So we had 1st and 5, ended up going back to 1st and 10 on another penalty, and then poor Jarian slipped out there on that field, which is why I'm told that we're here, by the way. The Glasgow Scotties field was flooded. I got word from that. Thank you, Zane. So 2nd and 13, they're going to call it. Looks more like 14. And he's going to pass out wide right. Delk to Perry. A very good timing route on that one. And Perry's going to pick up a gain of about 9 on that one. Going to bring up 3rd and 3. Maybe 2.5. No, that's a full 3. As we go under the 2-minute mark here in the first. Wildcat offense doing the right thing so far. This O-line has played particularly well. Defense has done exactly what they need to do. And Delk just barrels ahead forward. I'm not really sure what was up with that play call. I don't know why we didn't hand it off there, but that's going to bring up 4th and 2. That would certainly an odd play call on 3rd and 3 to just, almost like the Philly special there. I don't understand that one, but I digress. We've got 4th and 2. Everybody bundled up here at Shade Tree in these bleachers. Delk goes under center. 4th and 2. Big play here for the Wildcats. If we can come away with a first down here, that would be huge. And looks like we're going to call ourselves a timeout. So on the previous play, Delk went under center. We had 2 down running backs, and he just took the snap and barreled ahead forward. On a 3rd and 3 play, I'm not sure if there was a misconception about the yardage to gain or what happened there, but I would imagine that that's one that we'll look back at and say, what did we do? As the clock stopped with 43 seconds here in the first quarter, and brings up 4th and 2 for your Wildcats. But anyways, my name's Cody Schuler. Thank you for joining us here on 92.3 WFKN. We're currently at Shade Tree Field on a special Thursday night edition of Wildcat football. We did not go to Glasgow tonight. We ended up here at home due to the flooded field at Glasgow, which I'm quite thankful for. Close to home. My partner, the legend himself, Brian Talley, has got the night off. His son had a bowling tournament, ironically in Glasgow. And here come your Wildcats on 4th and 2. Delk goes under center. See Jarian in the backfield. And they're going to toss it out wide right. Jarian's going to try to cut it back upfield, and he is going to be brought down at the 43, and it is a first down. Needed the 44, made it to the 43. Excellent work there. And he slipped again, but he got the first down, and that's all that matters. Here comes Cole Alford out onto the field. First time I've noticed him on the Wildcat offense as Zay runs off. Gets a good pat on the back from Coach Cheney. Williams goes in motion. Hand off to Jones up the middle. He breaks a tackle, runs over 2 more, all the way down to the 35. An excellent run on first down. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Your Wildcats are leading right now the undefeated Glasgow Scotties 7-0. We're going to take us a 1-minute break, and we'll be right back after these messages from Franklin Simpson High School, live on 92.3 WFKN.
When the Wildcats hit the field, the best seat in the house isn't the stadium. Rack House Restaurant and Bar is your official Franklin Simpson Watch Party headquarters. Every game,
We've been with
when the Wildcats hit the field, the best seat in the house isn't the stadium. Rack House Restaurant and Bar is your official Franklin Simpson Watch Party headquarters. Every game, all season long. Bring your crew and grab your favorites from our made-from-scratch menu and catch every touchdown, basket, home run on multiple screens. Rack House Restaurant and Bar in Franklin, Kentucky, where Wildcat Nation gathers. See you at the game, right here.
Welcome back in, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN's live coverage of Franklin Simpson High School's Wildcat football. My name's Cody Schuler. Thank you for joining us on a special Thursday night edition of Wildcat football. Here's the handoff. It's going to go up the middle, the double handoff. Oh, and Williams broke through and fought through what appeared to be a wall of Scotty tacklers, and I think they're going to have to move the chains. That's going to be a first down for the Wildcats. I thought he was going to be brought down around the line of scrimmage there. Excellent hard running there by Williams, the senior. Man, he's picked up phenomenally in the absence of Blake McPherson. He's really done a great job. Strong runner. Here's the faked handoff, and he hands it off to Zay Hampton. He's around the right side across the 25 to the 20. He's going to be brought down right about, they're going to call him down at the 17. Still good enough for another first down for the Wildcats. I mean, the speed on that young man, I don't know if he runs track, but he sure ought to. He does, I'm told. I believe it. Because he has some serious wheels. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from their 17-yard line, which I don't hate this kind of field position here because I like being able to get inside the 10 and gain another first down. That's just nice to get in first and goal and make it short. Now here's the handoff. It goes up the middle, and Williams is going to be tied up. Gain of about 1. About 10:40 to go here in the second quarter. Wildcats leading 7-0. Just shy of half past the 7 o'clock hour. Going to bring up 2nd and 9 for your Wildcats. Thank you for joining us here on a cool Thursday night on October 30th. Halloween Eve. Hope everybody's got your costumes picked out. I'm sure they're picked over at Walmart by now. From the shotgun, here's Delk. And, whoa, he's going to keep it nearly picked off out of the air. And he's going to break it across the 10 to the 5, fighting for yards. Oh, he's going to be run out of bounds at about the 3. Hard running from the quarterback. Going to bring up 1st and goal for the Wildcats at the 3. Williams nearly picked that one out of the air. And Delk pulled it down. Ran it off the right side. Good enough for another first down for the Wildcats. So 10:03 on the clock now here in the second. Your Wildcats looking to add to their lead. Delk under center, 3 down running backs. Oh, my goodness, I can't stand that. Going to be false. No. Oh, offsides. I thought it was a false start, but it was offsides on the defense. The second time here tonight that we've seen an offsides call on that defense. So possibly a point of emphasis. So I guess it's going to be offsetting penalties maybe. No. They are going to call it a false start on the Wildcats because we had conflicting reports there from the referees. I thought it was a false start, but we got it squared away. So the most points that anybody scored against this Glasgow football team is 12. And here we are with 10 minutes to go in the second, knocking on the doorstep of another touchdown, looking to add to this 7-0 lead. Delk under center. Here's the handoff. Nope, he's going to keep it, and he's going to run around the right side, and he's going to get pushed out of bounds at the 5. He tried to pull down again. Let's not get into too much extracurriculars here in this one. Going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 5. Refs are having another discussion. Oh, okay, the down marker was incorrect. It was reading 3rd over there. It is, in fact, 2nd down. Williams and Jones in the backfield. Hampton split out right, and there's going to be a timeout out here on the field. So we're going to take ourselves a timeout as well. We'll be right back to see what happens here in 30 seconds on 92.3 WFKN.
Well, we're right here. We're in town. If somebody has an issue, we're there either that day or, the very next day. So we're able to get to it quick and fix whatever issues anybody has.
Better speeds. I feel like it's a lot more reliable. With other services, you might get interference during like the weather or something, and you might lose service and have to wait for it to dry out again or something like that. But with fiber, you won't ever have that issue just because it is glass, so you can't really, weather's not really going to affect it much unless like a tree tears it down or something. We provide the city and the county, so within city limits, and then most areas that Warren provides electric service to out in the county.
6, and then last week they shut out Edmonson County again. They've had 1, 2, 3 shutouts on the year, so a very good Glasgow defense. But I told you, to lead this one off, you got to prepare for a team like us. Specifically, we have a very difficult offense to prepare for, and so far our offense is doing what it's done all year, and that's running it down your throat. There's the handoff to Zay, and he's going to try to cut it back, trying to fight off would-be tackler, and he's going to be brought down for no gain. Oh, I thought he had a seam there to cut back up through there, and he just unfortunately was unable to get off of that Scotty tackler. So going to bring up 3rd and goal now, still going to be from about the 5. So Brody McAllister, our kicker, this is well within his range. As number 17, Jackson Price, the sophomore, runs out onto the field. Right here is where you'd love to see our offense get a good push. Hampton goes in motion. They're going to hand it off to him. He's running off the left side, and he's not going to get in. He's going to fight for about a gain of 2 to 3 yards. I think they are going to call him for a gain of 2 to 3. It's going to bring up 4th and goal. And I don't see McAllister running out onto the field. They are going to mark him down at the 2, so a gain of 3 after the forward progress. And your Wildcats certainly not going for a kill shot, being up 2 touchdowns, but trying to put in a heavier set here. I would anticipate Aiden Jones. That's just me. I would anticipate Aiden Jones. They run up to the line very fast. And Glasgow timeout, I believe, is what the call is. Yep, another timeout, Glasgow. So we just come back from a break, so we're going to stick with this one. How did we get here to this point? An early 3 and out on the opening kickoff by the Glasgow offense. And then Wildcats get the ball. They march down the field. A huge deep pass. Just a thing of beauty from Delk to Hampton on, I believe that thing was like a 67-yard bomb. And just a thing of beauty if you can go back and watch that one. And then your Wildcats punched it in from the 2 to get the first score of the ball game. Then Glasgow comes back out, and I thought that they were going to march it right back down the field. They had 3 straight first downs and then couldn't get another first down and turn it over on downs. Turn it back over to the Wildcats. And now we're here at 8:23 to go in the second quarter after another just magnificent Wildcat drive. 4th and goal from the 2, looking to get out in front with a 2-touchdown lead. 3 down running backs, Hampton, Jones, and Williams. Here's the handoff to Jones. No, it went to Hampton, and he is not getting in there. Absolutely nothing. That's going to fire up the Glasgow team. They are running out onto the field. So I don't know what that one was right there. It looked kind of wonky. Turned out to be a loss of 1 on the play, maybe 2. Sometimes the longer developing running plays can really mess you up, and you got to give a tip of the cap to the Glasgow defense right there. They stood up and got that 4th down stop and going to keep this one really happening. Easily within striking range now. It's going to require a 96-yard drive if they're going to get back in this one. From his own end zone, Gum, he's going to pitch it out on the option. And it looks like Buell got the pitch out. Stop for no gain, going to bring up 2nd and 10. Nope. Loss of 1. 2nd and 11 for the Scotties. Still from the shotgun for the Scotties. They're going to look over. 7:40 to go here in the second quarter. Your Wildcats still leading 7-0 after turning it over on downs from the Scotties 2. Gum's got the signal. Looking right, throwing deep right, and he throws it short, and it's going to be, did he catch that football? They're going to call that a catch all the way down to the 35. That's going to be a 31-yard pass. I mean, I don't understand how on earth that he caught that ball right there. That was an unbelievable catch by Cabron Jones, I believe that was. So first down for the Scotties, and they get out of no man's land from their own end zone as we tick under the 7-minute mark here in the second quarter. So set up the wide receiver screen, throw it out. That's going to be a gain of 6. That one goes to number 1, Jalen Bradley. Gain of 6, going to bring up 2nd and 4 from their own 41. Seems like that Glasgow offense has woken up. A good Glasgow contingent over there on their sideline as well. Some of their younger fan base appears as well. From the shotgun, here's Gum. Gum hands it off to Buell. Buell's going to fight for yardage. He gets through the line of scrimmage and across the 50 for another first down. And the Scotty offense is wide awake. So now into Wildcat territory. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Scotties. Four wide receivers set. 3 wide, pardon me. Throws it out wide right. Spins off of a tackler. Breaks through another tackle. And he's going to rush that one up ahead. Some hard running there by Bradley for another first down for the Scotties. So we've seen a healthy dose of the junior wide receiver to this point. Their 2nd leading receiver on the season with 17 receptions. Pistol formation, 3 wide receivers. Bradley goes in motion. Gum's got it. He's going to hand it off to Buell. Buell's going to break ahead. Going to be a gain of about 5 yards there on first down carry. Going to bring up 2nd and 5 as we are nearing the 5-minute mark of the second quarter. Already been a couple of minute drive on this one. On what is turning into a colder and colder Thursday night. My watch is still saying 49 degrees. But tell you what, it feels colder than that up here in this booth. Gum's going to pitch it out right to Buell. Buell's going to cut it back and break a couple of tackles. He's going to get down to about the 20. Hearing the cheers from the Glasgow stands all the way up here in the booth. Another first down from their 21. Offsides on the Wildcats, going to give them 5 more yards. This defense need to settle down just a little bit. They've fallen back on their heels after an excellent couple of opening defensive drives against the Scotty offense. Gum, the senior, from the shotgun. 3 wide receivers. Here's a snap. Looking right, throwing right deep, and it is going to be unable to catch that one, unable to haul that one in. Pass intended there for number 14, Jarek Martin. Good defense there on the play by Cole Alford. Cole Alford, that's a young man who's had to step up into that safety position for the injured Blake McPherson. Pistol set now for the Scotties. Bradley goes in motion. Oh, the fumble on the field. Oh, my word. Woo. My goodness. Gum could not get on the same page with Buell that time. It's going to bring up 3rd down. So a huge 3rd down right here for this defense. Big John Parker Cheney was right next to that fumble from the pistol. Bradley goes in motion. Gum's going to pull it down to keep it. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Caden Bennett's going to, no, that's Brady Delk going to pull him out of bounds. There's a flag. That flag was long before he was pulled out of bounds. I hope that there was no face mask involved. I don't know exactly what it was. Waiting for the signal from the referees. Waiting to see. This is huge. Personal foul, face mask on Glasgow. Is this going to be an offensive face mask call? We're still trying to get clarification on what is happening here. Coach Cheney is personal foul, face mask. Not going to accept it. Penalty is declined. Going to bring up 4th down. A huge stop there by Brady Delk getting into the backfield to push Hudson Gum out. A loss of about 9, I think it was. Going to bring up 4th and Glasgow. 4th and about 16. And they're going to go for it. Gum from the shotgun. Back, looking to pass right. Being forced out of the pocket. Looking to pass, and he's going to be sacked. Brought down at the 35. Caden Bennett, the senior, with a huge sack. Stand up, Wildcat defense. Three minutes left on the clock here in the second quarter. The senior getting an encore performance from senior night. These teams matching 4th down stops right there. I mean, wow. What a performance by this Wildcat defense. I mean, phenomenal. Delk from the shotgun. Looking right. Throwing right. A beautiful catch there by Brody Perry. Right around the 1st down marker. He signals for it. Not quite. No, it wasn't first down. It brings up 2nd and 1. He's signaling for it, but sorry, buddy, not quite there. Getting ahead of himself. Brody wearing his signature hot pink gloves and undershirt as Delk comes under center. Fakes the handoff to Jones, and he's going to keep it, and he's going to run up to the 35 and be brought down pretty hard in the sideline of the Wildcats. Good job there by keeping that one by Brady Delk. Tell you what, he's taken a couple of hard hits. Somebody's going to need to fix his pads for him. His pads got caught in his jersey. But in true Brady Delk fashion, he bounced right back up. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 45. Jackson Price split out wide right. Back to pass is Delk. Delk running for his life out wide left. And he's got a little bit of room trying to find the edge. Couldn't get it. Going to be a gain of, I mean, that's a terrible spot. But, I mean, they're going to call that a gain of 2. I thought he got at least 3. Closer to the 4 as he went out of bounds. But he is on the far side of the field. I digress. 2nd and 8 for the Wildcats as we're nearing the 2-minute mark here in the second quarter. So we're going to have to pick up the pace on our offense a little bit. Just one timeout left here in the second quarter before halftime. Your Wildcats will receive the opening kick as Delk goes back to pass, and he's got nobody open. So he's just going to try to run it up the gut. He's across the 50 through the 45. He's pulled back by the jersey, and he's going to, he's brought down very awkwardly. His leg got trapped up and underneath him just a little bit there, but he's right back up. That's a tough young man. Another first down run. We're going to stop the clock to move the chains, and the clock gets back going. 1:40 that clock. We're going to have to pay a little close attention to that. Tick, 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 tick. From the Glasgow 42, nearing the 1.5-minute mark right now. Stick with us at halftime. We're going to talk about next week just a little bit for the playoffs. Delk under center. Back to pass. Looking deep. Got nothing and nowhere. And he's going to be brought down by a sack. A huge loss of about 18 yards. My goodness. An 18-yard loss. Might be time just to kneel this one out. Given a little bit of forward progress there. Now this is 2nd and Glasgow. What was at the own 42-yard line is brought back to the other 42-yard line to be at the original line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 26. Now going to be a called timeout by Franklin Simpson. So, 36 seconds left on the clock. Your Wildcats leading 7-0 here in the second quarter. They had a little bit of momentum there after the huge 4th down stop against this Scotty offense, this high-powered Scotty offense. I mean, that's going to be the tail of the tape here in the first half is what a phenomenal job this defense has done. I mean, wow. I don't think anybody would have expected this. Maybe a little bit more of a shootout because your Wildcats average, I believe, over or right at 40 a game. And the Glasgow Scotties, they average 41 per game. So what a huge surprise that this is. Your Wildcats averaging 38.6 points per game. Now here comes Delk under center with 2nd and 26 with 36 seconds left here before halftime. The handoff to Jones. He's going to take it. He's going to keep it up the middle. Good for a nice 8-yard run. Can bring up 3rd down. And I'd imagine we're just going to let the clock run out on this one. I don't think Glasgow is going to use their last timeout. Yep, Wildcats going to take it to the locker room. But, hey, your Wildcats right now, that defense looking phenomenal, leading this one 7-0 right here at home on a cold special Thursday night edition before the Halloween holiday. What a game this has been thus far. So I'm going to recap a little bit for you, and don't turn those radio dials. We've got a lot of talking to do when we get back about next week's playoff matchup. I'm not going to fully break it down, but we've got some things to discuss, as it's not just your ordinary playoff matchup. Live on 92.3 WFKN.
Throws a dump ball into the end zone. Groves, he caught it! He caught it! Singular touchdown! The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down.
It's halftime on Franklin Simpson Channel 9. Halftime is sponsored by Grease Monkey of Franklin, as well as Franklin EPB Fiber.
In Franklin, we keep things moving. From the work trucks to the family vans, we all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
Well, we're right here. We're in town. If somebody has an issue, we're there either that day or the very next day. So we're able to get to it quick and fix whatever issues anybody has.
Better speeds. I feel like it's a lot more reliable. With other services, you might get interference during like the weather or something, and you might lose service and have to wait for it to dry out again or something like that. But with fiber, you won't ever have that issue just because it is glass, so you can't really, weather's not really going to affect it much unless like a tree tears it down or something. We provide the city and the county, so within city limits, and then most areas that Warren provides electric service to out in the county.
When the Wildcats hit the field, the best seat in the house isn't the stadium. Rack House Restaurant and Bar is your official Franklin Simpson Watch Party headquarters. Every game, all season long. Bring your crew and grab your favorites from our made-from-scratch menu and catch every touchdown, basket, home run on multiple screens. Rack House Restaurant and Bar in Franklin, Kentucky, where Wildcat Nation gathers. See you at the game, right here.
Accidents happen in a split second, but the repair doesn't have to be a headache. At Eaton Collision in Franklin, we bring your car back to life with expert repairs and a flawless finish. We'll work directly with your insurance company to make the process quick, easy, and hassle-free for you. From dents to major damage, trust Eaton Collision to get you back on the road fast.
Ready to see the world without the stress of planning? At Picture This Travel, we specialize in creating unforgettable travel experiences, tailored just for you. And now we're excited to launch Franklin Simpson Alumni Travel. Imagine exploring incredible destinations across the globe, side by side with fellow FSHS graduates. Travel together, make new memories, and celebrate the Wildcat spirit worldwide. For more information, follow me, Julie Walters with Picture This Travel on Facebook.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust them.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
Scotty's team, I mean, they've put points up on the board against everybody flat out all season long. They average 41 points per game, and your Wildcats defense has flat out come to play. I mean, these guys are out here hitting, making plays, and holding this Glasgow offense in check. Now, with that being said, they've had 2 fourth-down stops, and your Wildcats on the other end of that, our Wildcat offense missed a golden opportunity from their own. I think it was they started out first and goal from the 3, and then after a 5-yard false start penalty, which we discussed early in the pregame show, that was one of our keys to the game, our number 1 key of the game. In fact, that we had to limit the penalties and the mistakes out there on the field. It is of huge importance if you're going to win against a very well-disciplined team against the Glasgow Scotties. But Glasgow's only given up a maximum of 12 points in any game this season. They've given up a total of 42 points for the season. So far, they've given up 7 to us, and we nearly punched it in to make it 14-0 to score more than anybody else that has against them on the season. But, you know, if some butts were candy and nuts, we'd all have cavities. So we were still looking at a 7-0 ball game here at halftime. I mean, the highlight of that first half, beyond the defense just being flat out great, was the 60-plus yard bomb that Brady Delk uncorked to Zay Hampton. Hampton does not have a ton of receptions on the season, but that one right there sure looked pretty. I mean, probably his most beautiful-looking pass. I mean, Hampton ran all the way underneath that deep pass, moving on your radio dials from right to left. What a great pass that was. But welcome into our halftime discussion. I promised you something, and I'm going to get to it. Now, we will get deep into the first-round matchup of the postseason next week in our pregame show, where my partner, the legend Brian Talley, can provide more context and information than what I can for the history of our Franklin Simpson Wildcat football program in terms of personnel, backstory, and all the other things that are going to go into that game this coming Friday night, as well as we will travel to John Hardin High School in Elizabethtown, Kentucky, to take on the Bulldogs, coached by Doug Preston. Now, why is that name, Doug Preston, important, and why am I discussing next week's playoff game at halftime of our final regular season game instead of going over much more in depth about how our boys are going to try to pull off a victory here tonight against the undefeated Scotties? Well, that is because Doug Preston is the former head football coach from right here at Franklin Simpson High School, who went back-to-back and won 2 state championships in 2017 and 2018. Doug Preston coached here from 2012 to 2019, and while I did not know him, I am told that he was very well liked throughout our community. Now, I can't comment on the particulars of why Coach Preston left the program because I honestly don't know. I'll keep it 100 with you, our listeners, and say that I have asked, and it's been speculated as to why he left the program, where he had won 2 state championships and had a playoff record of 21-6. Oh, that's great. I love that. 21-6 playoff record. But all that talk was just that, speculation. 3-8 in his first season here at Franklin Simpson for Coach Preston, taking over for the best superintendent in the entire state, the one that I like to refer to as, quote, the old ball coach, but Mr. Tim Schlosser, who went to the state championship game the previous season, had to have been difficult to follow. I won't even go into what it must have felt like to attempt to fill those shoes. Coach Preston, I am told, the very individual who installed the wing T style offense that we continue to run to this very moment here tonight. Coach Preston took the talent that we had and installed a game plan that much like I discussed in the opening pregame show when I was marking Nick Saban's comments about playing a team like the Citadel. Coach Preston's teams had to be specifically game planned for. If you don't set up a specific defensive tactics with heavier units in the box to stop the run while maintaining the speed on the outside with linebackers and secondary defensemen, then this offense is going to run for 400 yards and put 40 points up on the scoreboard. The saying is that defense wins championships. But the point I'm making here is that you can't win if you can't score. And Coach Preston's football team here at Franklin Simpson knew how to put the football into the end zone. All the while, in his new home at John Hardin, the Bulldogs are averaging 27 points per game at what you could say is a secondary school to Elizabethtown High School. So, it is definitely impressive what he is doing there. This upcoming Friday night is going to have all of the drama of a Hollywood blockbuster. Someone get Ryan Reynolds on the line. That's who I want playing my part. But beware, because Darth Vader, a.k.a. Coach Preston, is certainly on his grind to prepare for you to walk into his new Death Star at John Hardin and try to walk away with a victory in the playoffs. And I certainly would be willing to bet a smile on his face. I don't know the personal connections that run back and forth across the sidelines of this upcoming game, but you better believe that several of the people from our school system have spent many of hours with Coach Preston, including our very own head coach Max Cheney, who was on staff here at Franklin Simpson while Doug Preston was the head coach. A small insight into behind the scenes, if I could peel back the curtain, I really like Coach Cheney. I think he's just an excellent dude. We're not, but he's the type of guy that if we were probably a little bit closer in age, that I'd bet that we'd be buddies and good friends just because we share some similar interests in life. Now back to my Hollywood blockbuster scene. Coach Cheney in this Star Wars scenario would have to be Harrison Ford's Han Solo. Why Han Solo and not Luke Skywalker, though? And that's because Coach Cheney took over the rebellion and won, as we hope to do next week. He's here, and he's with us, and he's fighting for the good guys. That's right, we're the good guys. And he didn't leave and go to the dark side. That is what this Wildcat team feels like this season, a rebellion. This is a group of young players that have had to come together and fought through injury and multiple 2+ hour road trips on their way to a winning record and a number 3 seed from their newly formed district into the playoffs after losing arguably the best player on their team from 3 weeks ago. Now, a new test in the form of an old familiar face that looks almost identical to what they see every day in practice. Why? Because a tiger doesn't change its stripes, and neither did Coach Preston, who still runs the same style of play. Next week feels like fate in the middle of a thunderstorm of emotions for so many involved with this program. When Franklin Simpson travels to John Hardin High School, the immovable object meets the unstoppable force. Near mirror images of one another will march onto the field of battle for a chance at glory. And the question will simply become, who wants it more? Who can stop who from running the football? Where do the personal ties start and stop? Does Coach Doug Preston hold any animosity in his heart and want some vengeance for an awkward send-off from a coaching football here for 7 years after being a 2-time state championship winning coach? I don't know, but it's sure going to be fun to see what happens when the Wildcats head north on I-65 for an hour-and-a-half drive to meet the Bulldogs in a matchup between twin offenses for a chance at football grandeur and a next step into the Kentucky 4A high school football playoffs. We'll find out right here next week, live on 92.3 WFKN.
Accidents happen in a split second, but the repair doesn't have to be a headache. At Eaton Collision in Franklin, we bring your car back to life with expert repairs and a flawless finish. We'll work directly with your insurance company to make the process quick, easy, and hassle-free for you. From dents to major damage, trust Eaton Collision to get you back on the road fast.
My favorite thing about working here is getting to serve the community and help people with their electric and their fiber internet.
We're local, so we live and work right here in Franklin, so taking care of our neighbors isn't just business, it's personal. Fiber means faster, more reliable internet for work, school, and entertainment without lag or buffering.
It's more than power and fiber, it's about peace of mind.
We're not just an electric company, we're neighbors.
In Franklin, we keep things moving. From the work trucks to the family vans, we all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
Welcome back in, everybody, to the 92.3. I was just chatting it up with Franklin Simpson football legend Hayden Satterley. He's up here in the booth just checking things out. Thanks to Hayden for coming and saying hello to me, introducing himself. I mean, talk about some statistics that he's put up out here on this field. I think back then, though, it was still natural grass. Maybe his senior year, he got to play on this nice turf field, beautiful field that we're looking at. We're finishing up halftime, 2 minutes up there on the clock. We've been talking about next week's matchup against John Hardin, facing a familiar face. I wouldn't necessarily call him a foe, though, and head coach Doug Preston. Because, he coached here for 7 years, from 2012 to 2019, won back-to-back state championships. But that's next week. I will let my partner, the legend himself, Brian Talley, who's off for the night. You're stuck with me, going solo. Cody Schuler on the call with you. Brian certainly will be a wealth of knowledge where all of that is concerned. Maybe he can elaborate a little bit more on the happenings of what happened here during those state championship runs. Went to 3 straight state championships. Did your Franklin Simpson Wildcats from 2016, 2017, 2018. But right now, we're fighting cats and dogs out here as your Franklin Simpson Wildcats are taking on the Glasgow Scotties. And your Franklin Simpson Wildcats right now are up at halftime, 7-0. And Franklin Simpson will receive the second half kickoff. It would have been a phenomenal thing. We had an opportunity to punch it in from the 3-yard line, first and goal, at a pretty early on there in the second quarter, but we're unable to do so. But you know what? That's just the way that the ball bounces sometimes. And now I'm excited to see Brady Delk get out there and sling it some more. The kid's been throwing it around the football field tonight. Easily the most accurate and the best that we've looked throwing the football from a passing perspective all season long. Brady, he's been doing it all. I said that this would have to be a Brady Delk kind of game for us if we were hoping to pull the I don't know if you'd have to call this an upset because we're sitting here at 6-3 on the season, or 5-3 on the season, 6-3. I've been talking too much about next week as I've focused far too much on the matchup against Doug Preston, and not nearly enough there at halftime on what it's going to look like for the rest of this game, trying to beat the undefeated Scotties. What a huge momentum swing this would be for your Wildcats to deliver a huge blow to this Scotty team. This would just be huge. So rather than kicking off from the middle of the field, the Glasgow kicker brings it over almost to the left hash. I'm not sure what that's about, but he does kick it deep. Zay is going to receive at about the 12, and he's up the middle of the field. Nowhere really to go, and he's going to be brought down at the 25. Glasgow kind of swallowed him up there. Nowhere really to run. Well covered by the Scotties special teams. So going to be 1st and 10 for the Wildcat offense from the 25. We have moved the ball pretty well up and down the field there in the first half. Now this second half was going to be quite telling. I do want to mention that the Scotties looked rather flat coming out of the locker room while the Wildcats were all jogging out on the field. They were seemingly pumped up. And while that Scotty team looked kind of cold, as it is a cold night. As Williams goes in motion, the handoff is up the middle to Jones. Jones runs over a couple of Scotties. He's pushing for more yards, and he's going to be held up after about a 6-yard gain. Looks like we got a Scotty down. He's hobbling around just a little bit. Maybe got himself rolled up on. That is, looks like number 3, Trace Smith, the senior. Yeah, and he's holding that leg. I don't think he wants to come out, but he's hobbling. Now they are going to run him out. Yep, that was number 3, Trace Smith. He's hobbling off the field. Come on, brother. You got to look after yourself. Now here's a pitch wide right to Zay. Zay's going to be out at the 39. There's going to be a first down for Franklin Simpson. He delivered a good blow there on the would-be tackler. 2nd and sacks on the team for the Scotties defense. 60, Kevian Massey. We haven't called his name at all tonight. But he's one of those defensive linemen that we needed to keep an eye out for. Xander Contreras, we haven't called his name yet tonight. Number 54, who leads this Glasgow team in sacks. Here's the handoff up the middle off the right guard. Zay goes for a gain of about 5 on that one. As he falls forward. So some good hard running here from Xavier Hampton to open up the second half after the initial run by Aiden Jones. In no hurry to move up on the ball there was Franklin Simpson, just awaiting the play call, just running the offense as usual. Very relaxed right now. I like the way that they're looking. Kind of confusing this Glasgow defense. And Aiden Jones up the middle fighting for yards. She's got a first down and a whole lot more. Nearly broke it through. My goodness. All the way down to the Glasgow about 42.5-yard line. I mean, 40. We'll call them at the 42. And they're going to call them at the 42. Yes. All right. So another first down for the Wildcats. I'm going to say it one more time, from the 42. 9.5 to go here in the third. So far, a good opening drive for the Wildcat offense. Delk coming under center. Jones in the backfield. Williams and Hampton wide right. Delk's going to pull it, and he's going to run. He's got a little bit of room across 35 down to the 34. Held up. And I see a Glasgow player running away with it, but they're going to say forward progress was stopped before he pulled it away from him. An excellent drop there from our Franklin Simpson staff. Wow. I don't know if you could hear that, but that was a phenomenal drop. So it's going to be 2nd and 2 for this Wildcat offense as looked like number 15, Grayson Bradley, was running away with it. So up the middle there. I think that was to Jones. Going to be another first down for the Wildcats. I got the power. I love that. That was great. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from the Scotty 31. Wildcats offense getting excellent push right now up the middle. And these running backs are delivering powerful blows to all of these Scotty would-be tacklers. Delk under center, back to pass. Hits Perry on a timing out route. He's going to be out at the 25, gain of 6 on the play. I love that we can do that right now. That's excellent timing on that pitch and catch from Delk to Perry. They have not done much of that all year. But it is nice to see Brady throwing the ball on those out routes. It doesn't have to be a deep pass every time. I love that out route. Hand off to Jones up the middle. He's got some running room, and he's going to bounce off of a bunch of would-be tacklers, and he's going to carry number 60, Kevian Jones, down for another Franklin Simpson. Kevian Massey, pardon me. To the Scotty 16. Here comes Jamarius Franklin out on the field. Delk's got the signal. So 1st and 10 from the 16. Another first down to the 6. 7.5 to go. 4.5-minute drive at this point. Does not hand it off to Williams. He's taking it around the right side. Does go Delk, and he's made it to the 10. Nice little run there by the quarterback. And Brady Delk very slow to get up. He's taken a lot of shots here tonight, and he's holding that right hand. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Walking it off. Now our running backs are going to be all so much more important in a moment like this. This cold weather is hard on the bones. Under center goes Delk. Flag on the play. Offsides on the defense. That's going to be good enough for another Franklin Simpson first down. What a huge call that is for the Scotties to be offsides yet again. So multiple offsides penalties. For the Scotties, it's going to be 1st and goal for the Wildcats from the 5 now. Need to punch this one in. Absolutely need to punch this one in. Delk's going to go under center. He's got Jones right behind him. Hampton off a little bit to the left. Oh, and that's going to be false start. Give him those 5 yards back. And going to be 1st and goal from the 10. So, mistakes will hurt you. And those are the mistakes that you don't want to have. If we were a passing team, I'd say, it's not the worst thing in the world, but we don't really throw the football. And we have not really been able to beat this Glasgow team too much off the edges. So I'd hope a healthy dose of Jones up the middle, back to pass, just as I said we wouldn't. Get rid of it, Brady. And he throws it away. Flag on the play. I don't think it made it past the line of scrimmage. Zay was out of the tackle box, it appeared, and Zay Hampton was in on the area. Are they going to still call it? Yep, there's the call, intentional grounding. Did not get it up to the line of scrimmage as it went far out of bounds. And that is a huge loss. Whoa. A huge punishment there. So is that a 15-yard penalty on top of from the spot? Because we are now back at our own 31. 2nd and 31 to the goal line. So 2nd and goal from the 31. Hand off to Zay Hampton. He's got a little bit of room. Another flag in the backfield. I tell you what, That one's going to come back, and we're going to be closer to midfield now. Wow. An excellent drive that has just been massacred by penalties. So what was second and goal from the 31, yes, you heard that correctly, second and goal from the 31 is now going to get marched back to the 41. So second and goal, everybody, from the Scotty 41. We were at the 5 on first down. Oh, my gosh. Delk under center. Double handoff, up the middle, brought down at the 38. I think it was Zay. I think it was, nope, that was Alford on the carry. So, third and goal from the 38. Wow, it was first and goal from the 5, and now it was 3 straight penalties. That, I mean, a false start, and then an intentional grounding, and then a holding penalty. Took us back to our own 41. So now third and goal from our 38. Now Delk pulls it, and he's sacked, brought down in the backfield by number 7, Jathan Franklin, the sophomore for the Scotties. Now we've got fourth down, and for the first time tonight, we're going to see a Franklin Simpson punt. Fourth and goal from the 41. Wow. I mean, that is absolutely wild. That is something else. Get it away. Bounces out around the 22, 23-yard line. Yep, they're going to call that out of bounds at the 22-yard line. So it's going to net about 19 yards, 18 yards on the punt. And it's going to be first and 10 for the Glasgow Scotties. I'm sorry. That was just debilitating. I'm sorry. I know that you can probably notice the change in my tone of voice, but wow. That was debilitating moment right there. Brady looked like he got hurt. We had first and goal from the 5. That ended up as second and goal from the 41. That is unbelievable. Here comes the Glasgow offense. Gum tosses it wide right. And brought down on a huge tackle for loss there is Caden Bennett. My word, that young man has had a massive game tonight. A loss of 5 on the play, under 4 minutes to play now in the third. I mean, this Wildcat defense, easily the best game they've played all season. Easily. And you got to give it to these seniors. I mean, these kids have been great. Handoff up the middle. Buell nearly wrapped up by Himshoot, and he's going to get a gain of pushing the pile there out around the sideline. He might have got 2 to 3. I'm shocked that the Scotties aren't throwing that football right there on second down and 15. I mean, really surprised. But here comes third and 12, a huge third down stop. Oh, boy. And it looks like Jones jumped offside that time. Going to bring up third and 7 now. The penalties have to stop. See, this is what happens when Brian's not here. I get a little more animated. He's not here to reel me in. Here's the snap, looking to pass over the top, and now he's got it, and he bounces off a would-be tackler. It was almost like the Tim Tebow jump pass there, caught by number 15, Grayson Bartley. Bartley took that one for a first down as he leaked out off the edge, tight end. Now, Scotties get to the line of scrimmage quickly from the pistol. Here's the handoff to Buell. Buell is nearly brought down by Himshoot, and Himshoot let him go. I don't know what happened there. Himshoot let him go. No. Had him for a loss of 1, and Buell runs away from him after he wrapped him up around the waist. Good enough for a gain of 7 on that one. Now Gum looking for the signal from the sideline. You have to credit Buell on the carry. From the shotgun, 3 wide receiver set. Fakes the handoff, throws it out wide right, and whiffs on the tackle and gets away from it, and it's going to be brought down to about the 30-yard line. No, they're going to mark him at the 29, I do believe. Bradley on the catch for the Scotties. We're at the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 for the Scotties. From the Wildcat 29. Gum giving some orders to his offensive line. Now, that was 100% a false start by Buell out of the backfield. Not called. He was way ahead on that one. He nearly ran into the quarterback, Gum, by the time he was taking the snap. A huge missed call there by the referees. But they haven't missed a single Franklin Simpson false start, I can tell you that. 2nd and 8. Bradley goes in motion. Gum fakes the handoff, looking for the option. And Caden Bennett. There you go. Sack. A loss of 12 on the play. As we go under 1 minute in the third quarter. Going to be 3rd and 20. Called down at the 39. Stand up, Wildcat defense. Gum out of the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to his right, 1 to his left. And Martin is who he's going to look at. Been reasonably held in check here tonight by Xavier Hampton. Delay of game, going to back him up 5 more yards. Going to be 3rd and 25 now for this Scotty defense. Took too long to get the play call from the sideline. Did the quarterback, Gum. This has been, this has been the first defensive battle that we've had this season. And, just what an unbelievable performance by this Wildcat defense. Looking right, throwing deep. Looks like he's got Bradley. He's going to be hit about the 32, brought down by Delk. They're going to give him forward progress, I think, to the 31. It's going to be 4th and 12. And it looks like that's going to be the end of the third quarter. Well, we're going to take us a 1-minute break, and we'll be right back for the fourth quarter with your Wildcats leading the undefeated Glasgow Scotties 7-0. Live on 92.3 WFK.
In Franklin, we keep things moving. From the work trucks to the family vans, we all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
Welcome back in, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN's live coverage of Franklin Simpson High School's Wildcat football. 4th and 12. Glasgow Scotty's got their offense on the field to start off the fourth quarter here. Huge opportunity for a stop for the Wildcat defense. Gum's got it. Looking right, looking back left. Pockets collapsing, and he's going to go down. Sacked by Jackson Crafton. Another fourth down stop to hold the Glasgow Scotties scoreless leading into this fourth quarter. My goodness. First and 10 for your Wildcats from their own 40-yard line after yet another sack. Brady Delk comes under center. Williams goes in motion. Handoff to Jones up the middle, looking for room. He's got nowhere to go. So he's going to be brought down for no gain at the line of scrimmage. You don't see Aiden Jones get stonewalled very often. I mean, he's always got one or two. Somebody's down out there. Wildcat down. Just looking at a cramp. Thank goodness. 2nd and 10 from their own 40-yard line. It's going to be for your Wildcats, leading this one with 11:34 to go in the fourth quarter. 7-0 ball game. Ladies and gentlemen, especially if you're just joining us, thank you for joining us, first of all. My name's Cody Schuler. I've been on your call this season for Wildcat football. My legendary partner, Brian Talley, has the night off with his son doing a bowling tournament, ironically, in Glasgow. And, you know, this has just been not what I expected. I don't think this is what anybody expected. Your Wildcats average, I looked earlier, I believe it's 36 points per game. This Glasgow Scotty offense averages 41 points per game. This is not the type of thing. I mean, the lowest amount of points that Glasgow scored in the game was 14 against Monroe County, who's a 5A school. Well, Glasgow is a 3A school, but comparably, I mean, I don't know how big Glasgow's high school is or any of those statistics, but they're undefeated. I mean, what a huge momentum builder this would be for your Wildcat football team leading into next week, taking on their former coach, Doug Preston, and the John Harden Bulldogs in Elizabethtown in the opening round of the 4A playoffs. Delk pitches it wide left to Hampton. Hampton's got a little bit of room. He's going to squeak it out to about the 44. Oh, come on. Give me a flag on that one. There we go. Some extra unnecessary roughness there by the Glasgow player. I'm not going to name his name because that was kind of ugly. That wasn't nice. I don't like that. Don't do that no more, man. You're hurting your team, son. Don't do that. Can't be hurting my running back like that. And Zay looks hurt, too, while we're at it from that. That is so frustrating. That is completely uncalled for. You're 5 yards out of bounds, completely into our sideline. I mean, you're at our bench, and you're still shoving. I mean, that's a tough young man, but that is 1,000% a deserved penalty. First and 10 for the Wildcats now from the Scotties 39. 11:18 to play. Zay's walking it off on the sideline. Hand off to Jones off the right guard. He's going up further into Glasgow Scotty territory. He's going to be brought down at the 36, it appears. 37 maybe. Yep, at the 37-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and 8. The clock is ticking away precious seconds now on another good Franklin Simpson drive. Here's the pass out wide left to Williams. Williams breaking some tackles, carrying would-be tacklers down to the 27-yard line. Going to be a Franklin Simpson first down. That was a toss, not a pass. Apologies for the that mishap on my part. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Crafton gets on the ball quickly. Delk under center. Williams goes in motion. Nope, he's going back. A little bit of an audible by Delk. Let's see where it's going. Williams does go in motion. There's the handoff to Williams around the left side. He's going to spin off of a tackler and be brought down. They're going to mark him at about the 20.5-yard line. Couple 3 yards shy of a first down. So 2nd and 3 for the Wildcats from the 21. They're going to mark him down. I see Zay is back in the game. Glad he's doing okay. Jones, the lone running back. Nope, Brady's going to keep it, and he's going to be brought down. We've seen that happen multiple times tonight. He's going to go down for a sack, and we're going to get backed up to being 3rd and about 8 now. Brady, while has been magnificent tonight, I think that's the 3rd time we've seen that, and that is one that we can't stand to have any more of here in the 4th quarter with 8:40 to go in the 4th. 3rd and 8. Huge 3rd down. Timeout, Wildcats. So I don't think that I need to stress to you, our listener, how important of a 3rd down this is. And 3rd and 8 is a difficult call for this Wildcat offense because I would look for a wide toss left here as we are on the far hash to Zay. But Zay while he looked okay, he still looked a little bit hobbled out there. And with 8.5 to go here in the 4th, it is absolutely imperative that we get more points up on the board here in this scenario. Now, I don't know the amount of leg that Brody McAllister would have here if we were to go to a 4th down, but I would imagine that would be on the call sheet in a moment like this to try to make this a two-score game. Now, with all that being said, let's go get a first down. 8:33 to go here in the 4th. 3rd and technically long. Everybody hitting the Dougie out here right now on the sideline. We might not win a state championship, but we might win a dance contest. I could tell you that. Delk's going to go under center. The handoff is to Williams. Williams is going to take it, and he's going to break some tackles. He's got a little bit of room, fighting for a first down. It is very close. I think he looks he's an eyelash short of that first down. That's going to be 4th and, less than a yard. 4th and inches. Give that ball to Aiden Jones. Or show me some Philly tush-push special, whatever you want to call it, brotherly shove, I don't know. But give me something to get this first down. Now, here's the whistle. Timeout, Scotties. This is 4th and 6 inches. So close there on the run by Williams. I'm shocked that they didn't bring the chains out for that to at least get a measurement. What a game by your Franklin Simpson Wildcats. I mean, this is great. I expected more of a shootout. Did not expect defensive struggle. But after the early touchdown run by Jerry and Williams from just 2 yards out after the deep pass from Delk to Hampton, we have not seen a single other point put up on the scoreboard. This is what a defensive battle here on a Thursday night special edition of, we'll call it Thursday Night Lights, just for kicks and giggles. On a cold Thursday night as well. My watch says 48, feels like 28, I know that. 4th and about 6 inches. Running to the line. Delk's under center. I don't know where the handoff went to. I think it went to Williams, but everybody's signaling first down for the Wildcats. There's the signal. First down, Wildcats. Now, huge emotional first down. Now let's see what we can do from this point forward. Because the problem has been when we've been getting to goal to go, we have not been able to punch it in on the last 3 drives, I believe it is. We've been there, but have not been able to punch it in. Just over 7 minutes to play here in the 4th. There's the handoff to Hampton around the left side. He's got a little bit of room. He's got a lot of room. He's going to go. He is in for a Wildcat touchdown. Xavier Hampton. Yeah, that leg's all right. There you go, young man. Fantastic run to make this a 13-0 football game. And here comes Brody McAllister for the point after. Delk to hold. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. Kick is good. Wow, wow, wow. We have got ourselves a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Wildcats leading with 7 minutes to play in the 4th quarter, 14-0. We're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back here with you on 92.3 WFKN.
When the Wildcats hit the field, the best seat in the house isn't the stadium. Rack House Restaurant and Bar is your official Franklin Simpson Watch Party headquarters. Every game, all season long. Bring your crew and grab your favorites from our made-from-scratch menu and catch every touchdown, basket, home run on multiple screens. Rack House Restaurant and Bar in Franklin, Kentucky, where Wildcat Nation gathers. See you at the game, right here.
Welcome back in, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN's live coverage of Franklin Simpson High School football. And wow, have we got ourselves a ball game. My name's Cody Schuler. Thank you for joining me here this evening as Brody McAllister kicks one away, and we've got whistles on the field as he kicks that one away. It was going to be received. That was a good kick by Brody. Looked like it's going to be offsides on the kickoff team. I mean, heck of a kick there by Brody on a cold football. I mean, he drove that one back. It looked like it's going to land around the 8. Now he's going to have to back up 5 yards. 7 minutes to play, and your Wildcats are leading 14-0 against the undefeated Glasgow Scotties. 14 points is officially the most points that a team has scored against this Glasgow Scotty defense. So, I mean, hang your hat on that. And the Glasgow Scotty offense averages 41 per game. Not quite as good of a kick. That offsides penalty made a huge difference. And Bradley's got a lot of room. He's going to try to break this one. And Brody's got to run him down, and he's going to break one. That is going all the way. The junior Bradley, wow. Just like that, we are right back. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, there's a penalty on the field. There is laundry on the field. Hold the phone. holding Glasgow Scotty offense. Oh, my word. You have got to be kidding me. What an unbelievable moment that is. The junior Bradley breaks one. He is gone. He just had the kicker to beat. I got tongue-tied by Jalen Bradley's incredible return there. Oh, my goodness. I've got to laugh at that because what a break for this Franklin Simpson team. What a break. Now it's going to be 1st and 10. Instead of them kicking it back off to us and being a one-score game, it's 1st and 10 for this Scotty offense that has done nothing from their own 35. Oh, my goodness. You have got to be kidding me. I wish you could have seen my face whenever I saw that penalty flag. Oh, my word. 4 wide receiver set. Bradley goes in motion. Gum back to pass, looking to throw deep wide, and Price. No, he's out of bounds. I guess he had 1 foot in bounds as number 14, Jarek Martin, hauls in another good deep pass from Hudson Gum. Threw it over the head of the sophomore, Jackson Price. Good catch there by Martin. Got 1 foot in bounds. On the right foot went out. Clock stops with 6:40 to play. Now in Wildcat territory just after 1 play from the Wildcat 31. 4 wide receiver set, trips left, setting up the wide receiver screen. It gets out there to Bradley. Bradley's got a lot of room, and he's going to score a touchdown. 31-yard pass, no laundry on the field that time. And just like that, I mean, 2 plays, and that's why this offense averages 41 a game. Just like that. Deep pass down the right side to Martin, and then a wide receiver screen, and Bradley shows off the speed. And, oh, my goodness. I mean, it took about 30 seconds off the – yeah, exactly, 30 seconds on the 69-yard drive. Wow. The point after attempt is good, and it's a 14-7 ball game. I mean, pick your helmets up, boys. We've got ourselves a ball game still to play here. 30. Oh, my goodness. I'm not going to break right now. I'm just going to sit here and try to tell you about how in awe I am of this ball game right now. Nobody giving in on this one. Nobody giving an inch. Defending every blade of grass. Except for the last drive for the Wildcat defense, of course. So now, here comes the Glasgow special teams, looking to kick this one away deep. They had an okay return on the last one. They had great coverage. This one will go deep. Zay backing up to his own 7, fumbles it a little bit, but he's going to pick it up and he's going to take off. He's got nowhere to run. He's going to get up to diving for about the 17, 18-yard line. They're going to give him, I think, to the 19. Yep, going to give him to the 19 on that one. Finally, a decent spot for Franklin Simpson. My goodness. So 6:24 to go, and while we have seen this Wildcat offense run a mini of 6-minute and 24-second drives, that's exactly what we've got to be hoping for here in this moment. So 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 19. Leading this one 14-7. These students are down here huddled in. Everybody's tightly packed in there. Everybody's bundled up across this Franklin Simpson crowd. Nobody's left. It doesn't look like that wasn't here from the very beginning. Run up the middle, given nothing. Number 52, Jordan Huffman, in on the stop for the Scotties. No gain on the run. Oh, pardon me, that was 51, Manny Soto. Under 6 minutes to play now. Wildcats going to take their time and do what they do. 2nd and 10. Need a gainer here on this one. Here's the handoff to Williams off the right side. He's got a couple. Gain of about 3.5, it looked like, on the play. Going to bring up 3rd and you could say a long 7. Call it 3rd and 6 out on the field. Just over 5 minutes to play now. Wildcats in no hurry. Going to try to trap as much time as possible, under 5 minutes to play. Delk on the keeper. Going nowhere. It's going to bring out the punt team. And right here is where you can't be on your heels. And here comes Brody McAllister to punt. The first punt was not great. His 2nd time tonight. The first one went about 18, 19 yards. Let's see how he does punting from his. Much better this time. Fair catch by Bradley. Bradley fields it at the Glasgow 45-yard line. So Glasgow's going to start their drive with 4:15 to play in the 4th, down 14-7. How much gas is left in the tank? See Jackson Gas out there firing up. Defensive back, senior, Jerry Williams. Splitting out 3 wide receivers to the left. Looking for that wide receiver screen probably. Nope, Gum fumbles the snap, and he's going to get brought down. No gain. They're going to give him a gain of 1 there on the play. Look like Caden Bennett in on another one. Now going to be 2nd and 9. A favorable spot for the Scotties. Trips right now. Looking right, setting up that wide receiver screen. Bradley's got a lot of green grass in front of him, and he's going to be fighting for yards, and he's going to be pushed back. He's not going to get to the first down. It's going to be a gain of about 8 after the forward progress. Going to bring up 3rd and 1 as we are at the 3:20 mark. Franklin Simpson crowd cheering on their defense. 3rd and 1 from the shotgun. Trips left. This is probably a Hudson Gum special, running it up the gut. Let's see what they do here. Gum back to pass, looking deep across the middle. He's got a man, and Bradley's got it, and he's going to be gone for a touchdown. Wow. Wow. Touchdown Glasgow to make this a 14-13 game with 2:54 to go in the 4th. Jalen Bradley, somebody needs to get a scout in the stands on that young man. A talented player he is. This Franklin Simpson defense has been absolutely nails all night long. The kick up is up, and it is good. We've got a tie football game. And kudos to this Glasgow offense. Nothing doing going into this 4th quarter. And with just over 7 minutes to play, they started their drive here in the 4th quarter, put up 7 on 2 plays in 30 seconds, and here they've put up another touchdown on a very short drive. And your Wildcat offense, 2 minutes and 54 seconds, and a tie ball game to try to defeat the undefeated Glasgow Scotties. Here comes the kicking team. Here's the kick. Zay's going to catch it on the run, across the 20, 25, looking for room. Going to try and break it up the middle, but going nowhere. He's going to be across 25. He's going to be pushed down to, the 30. And he's going to be brought down around the 34. And I don't know what's happening there, but extracurriculars after that. Zay, buddy. Oh, no. Zay, son. Wouldn't let that one go. And too much extracurriculars on that one. Looked like an unsportsmanlike. Unsportsmanlike penalty on that one. Here comes Brady Delk out into the huddle. Gonna be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Looks like they're marching them backwards 15 yards. So what would have been from the 34 is now going to be a drive starting from the 19. Apologies for the slight delay there in the action, but I wanted to be sure that I gave you correct call on what the yardage spot was going to be. What was going to be an excellent field position. I mean, the 19 could be worse, but Wildcats going to need to put together a drive here, try to win this football game. Now Zay's around the left side. He's got some running room. He's across the 25 to the 30. We're going to be pulled down around the 33-yard line. So he nearly makes up for that 15-yard loss on the penalty and gets 14 of them back. Went down awkwardly. He's coming out onto the sideline now, but he appears to be okay. Delk going under center. Went out of bounds, so the clock stopped. Hand off to Williams. Williams stuffed up the middle. About 2.5. Under 2.5 to play. 2nd and 7. Let's see what this Wildcat 2-minute offense can do. Delk getting the signal, having to run to the sideline. Running back to the huddle now. Clock just ticking away. Here's snap. Back to pass. Looking deep, nowhere to throw it. And he's going to be running around. He's got more room. He is looking for somebody. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be incomplete. Oh, my goodness. Nearly. I don't think that the Glasgow defender was looking at that one. Oh, wow. I thought he was going to run for it. Number 12, Aiden Likens. Had a bead on that one. Maybe that was 17, Landon Martin. Had a bead on that one and just did not see it. So now we got 3rd and long. That was, if he would have kept going, he could have had a Dallas Cowboys toting Romo-esque. I'm sure that if you're a football fan, you know the highlight I'm talking about. Type of run on that one. But here he comes under center. There's the handoff to Williams. Williams looking for room. He's across the 40. We're going to be marked down at the 40. Going to be 4th and 4 with 1.5 to play in the 4th. The clock is still running. The offense is still going. Nobody calling a timeout right now. The clock's still going. I shocked as to why Glasgow is not called a timeout. This makes no sense to me. So 1 minute to play, 4th and 4. We're going for it. They snapped it. Zay's around the left side. He's going to have the first down across the 45. Oh, my word. And the clock will stop with 53 seconds to go. Oh, my goodness. What a heart attack that was. Going to call him out at the 47. I thought we were just going to try and draw him off sides and punt the football away. But 53 seconds remain on the clock, and we've got a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from our own 47 with 53 to go here in the 4th. Delk takes a snap. Back to pass. Got time. Looking deep. He's got a man. Looking for 28, Williams. Williams was being ridden like Seattle Slew. But they're just going to call it hand fighting. Williams thought he had a call there, but unfortunately not. 6 seconds go away from the clock there. Going to bring up 2nd and 10. Williams going to get a rest after that long run. Searching for the pass. Delk under center. Flea flicker. Looking deep, throwing deep. Going to be way too far out of reach. Way too far out of reach there. Zay's looking for a flag, but that one was way too far out of reach. 40 seconds on the clock, 3rd and 10. This is a difficult situation for any play caller. You threw the football there on 1st and 2nd down, so now question becomes, what do you do on 3rd? Do you run the football, try to run some clock, but 2 timeouts still left? Zay's going to take it off the right guard, and he's got a little bit of room. He gets up, gain of about 7. Cross midfield to the Glasgow 46. 4th down, and nobody's calling timeout. We might be playing for overtime right here. 15 seconds. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is the end of regulation. We've got free football here at Franklin Simpson High School. Wow. So our first overtime football game of the season comes especially when my partner, Brian Talley, is not here. Brian, buddy, you're missing a good one. Miss you, my friend. We're going to take us a quick break, and we'll be right back here with free football overtime at Franklin Simpson High School between your Franklin Simpson Wildcats and the Glasgow Scotties, live on 92.3 WFKN.
Well, we're right here. We're in town. If somebody has an issue, we're there either that day or, the very next day. So we're able to get to it quick and fix whatever issues anybody has.
Better speeds. I feel like it's a lot more reliable. With other services, you might get interference during like the weather or something, and you might lose service and have to wait for it to dry out again or something like that. But with fiber, you won't ever have that issue just because it is glass, so you can't really, weather's not really going to affect it much unless like a tree tears it down or something. We provide the city and the county, so within city limits, and then most areas that Warren provides electric service to out in the county.
.3 WFKN, and we've got ourselves a bit of a situation right now out here on Franklin Simpson High School's Wildcat football field, and that situation is that we're going to overtime. 14 apiece. Franklin Simpson taking on the Glasgow Scotties, the undefeated Glasgow Scotties. 14 points, the most that the Scotty defense has given up all season long. The previous high was 12. And the Scotties put up 14 points in that fourth quarter after being down 14-0. I've got to admit, I thought we had it in the bag. Our defense had shut them out, and I thought that this was, not necessarily written in stone, because I don't see any of these games being written in stone unless you got a 40-point lead. But I thought that this one was as good as done with 7 minutes to play, and the Wildcats just missed a couple of big-time plays. And whenever you got a team like Glasgow that has two excellent wide receivers in Martin and Bradley, they can chuck it around the field, and their quarterback, Hudson Gum, did just that. So the Scotties are going to start this one from the 10. And they're going to play on your radio dials from left to right, similar to college, except we start at the 10. So Gum's going to take it, and he's going to run it up the middle, and he's going to get a gain of about 4. Going to bring up 2nd and goal. They're going to call him at the 6. Defensive substitution for your Wildcats. Number 67, Cooper Hale, comes in the football game. Gum's going to keep it again, and he's fighting for yardage, staying upright. Down to about the 2, pushing that football forward even after the whistle blown dead. See, that's a smart young quarterback trying to get every inch. He understands how important that every blade of grass out there is right now. Now, Bradley in at quarterback, going to run the Wildcat here, looking for running room. He's got it, and he's going to be brought down around the 4-yard line. So the trick play does not work out, and it's 4th and goal from the 4 now. Are they going to kick it? And I don't think they will. Hudson Gum is going to be remaining in at quarterback. So 4th down now. This Wildcat defense, who has held strong all night long until some big plays were given up. So trips left, one running back in the backfield, one wide receiver right, looking left, throwing across the middle, and Bradley's got it. So here in the overtime rules, the Scotties strike first, just like college football, basically. And they're going to now attempt the point after. Make it 20-14 after the touchdown on the pass from Gum to Bradley. Bradley's 2nd touchdown on the night. The kick is up. The kick is good. Well, now it's going to be time for your Wildcats to try to match that. And here comes the Franklin Simpson Wildcat offense out on the same side of the field, where they will begin their overtime drive from the 10-yard line as well. After the overtime touchdown, it is 21-14 for the Scotties, their first time leading in this football game. Here comes Delk under center. Hampton, the lone running back, tossed out wide right. He's got some room, looking for even more room. He's going to be brought down around the 4. 2nd and goal. So a gain of 6. They're on the run. Make it 7. Nope, 6. Okay. Delk's got the play call. Zay is so dangerous on those tosses. Jones and Williams in the backfield. Handoff to Williams. Oh, no, not another one. False start on the Wildcats. Backbreakers, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute backbreakers. You can't see me, but my head is in my hands. Going to march us back to the 9. Negate 5 of those 6 yards gained by Williams on the first down carry. So, here in overtime, 21-14, Glasgow lead after Glasgow scored on their opening drive from the 10-yard line in overtime. Handoff to Williams. Williams is looking for room. He's got a lot of space. He's brought down at the 5. I thought he was going to break that one. Going to be 3rd and goal from the 5. It's been a fun night. Absolutely a fun night. No doubt about that. Delk goes under center. Here's a snap. Here's the handoff. Around the right side. Zay's got nothing. Nothing. He's going to be brought down at the 6. A loss of 1. And it's going to be 4th and goal. From the 7, they're going to mark it. So, 4th down, got to have a touchdown from the 7. Here's a timeout now by the Wildcats. So, a little bit of confusion there on the play call. 4th and 7. Glasgow is fired up. They smell victory right now on what is a difficult down and yardage for the Wildcat offense typically. Well, I mean, 4th down is difficult for anybody, but we're talking 7 yards, not 2 or 3 for our rushing attack. Franklin scored early on in this football game on a run by Jerry and Williams. Then Zay Hampton broke one. I think it was a 21-yard run to make it 14-0. And then in the blink of an eye, this Glasgow offense come to life and tied it up at 14. Then here we came in overtime, and on 4th down, Glasgow struck first. A near blemish on this Scotty record here in 2025. Let's see if the Wildcats can remain in it. 2 wide receivers set. Delk from the shotgun. Back to pass. Looking left. Getting chased out of the backfield. He's got a lot of room. He keeps retreating backwards. Looking. Got to throw it into the end zone. Is it caught? No. Yes. Touchdown, Wildcats! Brady Delk escapes certain death. Oh, my word, what a football game. Wow. I thought he was for sure going to be brought down. You've got to be kidding me. And it looks like we're going to go for 2. Try to win this one outright right here. Get to the football. Get on the line, boys. And you run it down their throats. Everybody is on their feet, myself included. Delay of game. Delay of game. The Wildcats took too long to get on the football. Now the idea changes, and we've got to kick the field goal. And I tell you what, a little bit of distance on this extra point. What a difficult situation. 25-yard field goal here from the place of the kick. And Glasgow's going to take a timeout to try to ice the kicker. And you see, here's why this still makes me nervous. Because we're icing the kicker, and it feels ice cold out here. So that football is cold, his foot is cold, his body is cold, everything is cold. What an unbelievable throw that was, escaping. I thought Delk was going to be brought down. On 4th and goal from the 7, Delk runs back to about the 25-yard line, trying to escape pressure, and finds Perry in the back corner of the left side of the end zone. I mean, what an unbelievable play that was. So now here comes McAllister. He's had a couple of them fall kind of short here tonight. Hence why I'm nervous about this one. High snap, kick is up, kick is good. Tie ball game, overtime number 2, 21 apiece. I've sat down this whole evening, and what an unbelievable football game. 9:16 in the evening. I apologize, FCA, or whoever it is that monitors radio stations, for missing my 9 o'clock call. Maybe I took a break around, then. I don't remember. I'm so tied up with this football game right now. I mean, this has been something else. I mean, that 4th down pitch and catch from Delk to Perry, what an unbelievable play. I equated him to Tony Romo earlier. That was Tony Romo-esque. As we see the junior linebacker, Kason Hibshoot, walking out and dapping up his quarterback right there. I mean, what a play. Now, after a slight intermission here between overtime number 1 and overtime number 2, we're going to swap again, and your Wildcats will remain out on the field on offense. So going to be 1st and goal for the Wildcats from the 10. Let's see what they got in store this time. So, Williams and Jones in the backfield. Hampton over offset to the left. Perry wide right. Delk under center. Handoff is to Williams. He's going to cut it up the middle. Williams going to be brought down after about a gain of 3 or 4. These big defensive tackles for the Scotties, I mean, those are some fully grown young men. It's big 51 Manny Soto in on that stop, and 52 Jordan Huffman, a sophomore and a junior. Toss out, to Williams, and he fumbled it, but he picked it up. Oh my goodness. Now we're really seeing the teeth of this Glasgow defense. Now it's 3rd and goal, from the 11. Got to get positive yardage here. Absolutely have to have positive yardage. Can't get a false start. No mistakes on this one. Have to get within reach. Perry sets up wide right now. And he's looking to pass on 3rd and goal from the 11. Being forced out of the pocket again. Don't take a sack. Throw it away, son. And he fumbled it over towards the Glasgow sideline. And it's going to be from the 20. Wow. my head in my hands. 4th and goal, and here comes Brody McAllister. He's going to have about a 35-yard field goal here. .37 from the left hash. Needs a huge kick here. Does McAllister have it in him? Snap is down. Kick is up. The kick is, it's good. Brody McAllister, fine work, young man. Good from 37 yards off the left hash to make it a 24-21 football game. Wow. What a huge kick that was for that young man. There was a time when Brody was hurt earlier in the season, and we certainly missed him on kickoff. So, 1st and goal from the 10, the Glasgow Scotties offense marches back out onto the field. Hudson Gum probably up the middle on a quarterback keeper. Let's see what happens. Buell takes it up the middle. I started to say he was in shotgun, but he's in pistol. Gain of about 2 on the carry. Going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 8. (24-21) here in the second overtime. Wildcats on top. The student section letting them hear it. Cheers from this Franklin Simpson crowd, erupting. Looking left, throwing left. He's got a lot of room. An incredible tackle by Brady Delk to bring down Bradley. Oh, my word. An incredible tackle by Delk. The senior stopping the junior. Oh, my word. I thought it was a touchdown. I thought the ball game was over right then and there, but Delk makes a great tackle, gets a hold of the leg of Bradley, and now we've got a timeout on the field. So here we are in the second overtime. Wildcats on top after the 37-yard field goal off the leg of Brody McAllister. I mean, most everybody on their feet here tonight. I mean, over in Glasgow stands, here in Franklin stands. I didn't expect this on a Thursday. I mean, I tell you what, I hope you tuned into us and not whatever the NFL's got going on Amazon right now, because I guarantee you this is better. Eat your heart out, Kirk Herbstreit. Fine Nashville native. I really like him. So, 3rd and goal to go. A touchdown would win it for Glasgow. 2 wide receivers left. Heavy set. Hudson Gum probably coming right up the middle here. Looking back to pass. Across the middle. Throwing to the left side. Caught. Touchdown. Ball game. Jarek Martin wins it off the arm of Hudson Gum. What a ball game. Glasgow wins it in the second overtime, 27-24. Wow-wee wow. So, with that being said, I'm going to take a 30-second break, and I'll come back to recap this with you live on 92.3 WFKN.
When the Wildcats hit the field, the best seat in the house isn't the stadium. Rack House Restaurant and Bar is your official Franklin Simpson Watch Party headquarters. Every game, all season long. Bring your crew and grab your favorites from our made-from-scratch menu and catch every touchdown, basket, home run on multiple screens. Rack House Restaurant and Bar in Franklin, Kentucky, where Wildcat Nation gathers. See you at the game, right here.
Well, we're right here. We're in town. If somebody has an issue, we're there either that day or the very next day. So we're able to get to it quick and fix whatever issues anybody has.
Better speeds. I feel like it's a lot more reliable. With other services, you might get interference during like the weather or something, and you might lose service and have to wait for it to dry out again or something like that. But with fiber, you won't ever have that issue just because it is glass, so you can't really, weather's not really going to affect it much unless like a tree tears it down or something. We provide the city and the county, so within city limits, and then most areas that Warren provides electric service to out in the county.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust it.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
Accidents happen in a split second, but the repair doesn't have to be a headache. At Eaton Collision in Franklin, we bring your car back to life with expert repairs and a flawless finish. We'll work directly with your insurance company to make the process quick, easy, and hassle-free for you. From dents to major damage, trust Eaton Collision to get you back on the road fast.
My favorite thing about working here is getting to serve the community and help people with their electric and their fiber internet.
We're local, so we live and work right here in Franklin, so taking care of our neighbors isn't just business, it's personal. Fiber means faster, more reliable internet for work, school, and entertainment without lag or buffering.
It's more than power and fiber, it's about peace of mind.
We're not just an electric company, we're neighbors.
In Franklin, we keep things moving, from the work trucks to the family vans. We all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
Ready to see the world without the stress of planning? At Picture This Travel, we specialize in creating unforgettable travel experiences, tailored just for you. And now we're excited to launch Franklin Simpson Alumni Travel. Imagine exploring incredible destinations across the globe, side by side with fellow FSHS graduates. Travel together, make new memories, and celebrate the Wildcat spirit worldwide. For more information, follow me, Julie Walters, with Picture This Travel on Facebook.
So as far as preventative maintenance, to keep outages at a minimum, one thing that we do is pole inspections. So we'll drive across the system, we'll dig out around the bottoms of the pole, see if there's anything rotten, we'll check the pole's integrity in general. So as you can see now, we're changing out some wire on some poles that we have recently changed out. As they age, they start to crack or rot at the bottom, so we try to stay ahead of those types of outages. Probably the neatest part of working here. So working in the community that I live in and grew up in, there's a lot of satisfaction that comes from that. You know, if there is an outage, there's a good chance that you're restoring power, maybe to a family member, a friend, your preacher, something like that. So just being able to help and serve the people that you know, that's a good feeling.